Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. This episode is going to be a different episode instead of our usual flow. We're going to have a more open conversation as we get to know some of the members of the Real Creative of Springfield. This is the first ever reality TV show with Springfield, so you know it's only right that they had Blunt Talk Podcast in the building doing what I do best, adding my little razzle dazzle and shit and chopping it up with some of the dopest people that I have met thus far. So on this first interview, we're going to be talking to SassBoogie. SassBoogie is one of the OG cast members of the Real Creatives of Springfield, as she is throughout season one. And these interviews are preparing us for season two. During this interview, the vibes were amazing. We got to know Sass Boogie as herself, as an artist, and just more importantly, a human. I want you to know that the takeaway from this interview that I got is keep pushing, don't stop. All it takes is balance. And honestly, remember that we are all humans. So without further ado, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one of many interviews that I have from the OG cast members of the Real Creatives of Springfield. Stay tuned. We have a couple more coming up, and you might see me on the show. Hope you guys enjoy. Hello. Wait a minute. I know y'all looking around trying to scope the scenery out and see that Randy is in a different location. I told y'all, Blunt Talk Podcast be working.
Okay.
You already know. So before I, dive into something, let me just do the intro and back it up a little bit. Welcome back to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. You know what the fuck is going on and who it is in the building. It's your girl, Randy. And I have a nice little special guest by the name of Sass Boogie. Go ahead, boo. Let them know who you are.
It's your girl SassBoogie, FemC, business owner, entrepreneur out here in Springfield, part of the OG cast from Real Creators of Springfield.
Clock it.
Yes, we live for the auditions. And I'm just excited to be here, excited to be on the Blunt Talk. I'm girl power type of female, Wonder Woman SassBoogie. So anytime another Wonder Woman is it's all good.
You know what's only right. I had to link up.
Okay, period.
So for all my listeners that are my audio babies, shout out to y'all. I love y'all, and to my YouTube family. We are doing interviews for the Real Creative of Springfield reality TV show. Now, y'all know I was born and raised in the 413. So this is big. And you know I had to tap in. It would not be right if One Talk Podcast ain't come chop it up with y'all. You feel me? So I just wanted to come and interview you, and I just have to say, I love watching you on the show. I tapped in from day one, and then I was like, where the episodes at?
Okay.
Like, what you doing? Like, what you getting into?
Are you ready for all this?
I'm ready for. I need to figure out what's going on with the signing. Like,
I need to figure out what's tea, because if you watch the show and you get into it, like we into it, you're gonna know one thing about me. One of my mottos is I don't give a fuck.
Period. You're very, I don't want to say like you're ducked off in the corner, but you really just be standing on your own too. And you just be vibing. And if you got to say your little 1-2, you're going to say your little 1-2, but you don't be doing the extra
As
shit.
you may have noticed, there's a lot of loud people who want to out-talk each other, and I'm never going to argue for nobody's spotlight. The spotlight is going to find me regardless. You feel me? I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just here.
You know what? This is no shade to nobody, so I don't want no one to think there's any shade. But I realize, like, when you're really like that for real, you don't gotta do too much.
Okay, what Kendrick say? I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm really like that.
They not like
and some of them is not like us. But I love everybody. Yeah. I don't like everybody all the time, but genuinely, as a Springfielder especially, I want to see everybody make it.
Period.
I'm all about teamwork, all that good stuff, but I'm never gonna try to be the loudest in the room or even the smartest in the room. I love to learn. I love to meet new people and collaborate. So that's what this is really all about. That's what I'm loving. I'm loving the new people out, ready to bring that new energy to the show.
Yes.
Because there was some drama in the last show. We had a nice hard body cast and they started dwindling off. So
that's
it's a little of the tea. I can't get into too much. Y'all definitely got to tune in. But yeah, it got messy. So it's gonna be choppy. Season 1 episodes is going to be very interesting. You're going to see some people there. Like if y'all tuned in to the first one, You ain't gonna see them people no more. Shout out to them, no.
Okay, so this is, I know you can't get into it,
Not too much.
but as someone that watches, and I be
Yeah,
watching,
girl.
I need to know. So what is going on with these episodes every 2 weeks? Sometimes they drop, sometimes they not. Like, is it because the cast
I was
or?
so it's been we should be getting one tomorrow. It's
Okay.
the every 2 weeks. It's every
Okay.
2 weekend. If I'm,
All
you know,
right.
my life be life, and so
No, I
I
know.
catch it when I catch it. But if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow will keep us on schedule
Okay.
with every 2 weeks. So tune in.
Okay.
Don't lose hope on us now because it's a lot going on, and
Amazing.
y'all gotta get the opportunity. You know, bear with us. It's the beginning. It's the first reality show in
Yes.
Springfield, so it's a lot of trial and error. You know what I mean? A lot of experimentation. We living and we learning, making mistakes and learning from them.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Basically, from your experience thus far on
Mm.
this, on this platform, what are your takeaways for it, and what are you going to bring different to season 2 for yourself?
Um, So what I want to see more is just a little more organization, which we are, every season we elevated, I feel like, and learned, okay, so last time, maybe people were talking over each other. We could learn, let's try to get a balance on that. So we just we're learning on and working on our balance for everything.
No.
For me, I'm gonna just continue to be SassBoogie, love it or like it. I'm gonna still be me. I'm not gonna try to be anybody different. I'm not gonna switch up when the camera is on. My kids is in there. I'm keeping an eye on them. If y'all see me looking to the side, this is some real life shit. I don't know what everybody else doing, but SassBoogie gonna be SassBoogie, the Boogie Monster, the Wonder Woman, the Golden Child, the rapper, the sea moss maker,
Period.
the notary public, loan signing agent, out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, get my businesses to the level I want them to be, get my music career and help other people what I could help them with what I can help them with. I bring a lot to the table, but I'm not always trying to go out above and beyond and scream to the top. Stick around and you're going to see what I'm bringing to the table. That's just that.
Period. I just have to say, so y'all, I know we're talking about things because you guys haven't tapped in. I need y'all to tap in, but I just want to say, like, I love your energy. I love how you are. Like, you're really a strong woman, and I love that. And
From Springfield.
Period.
Okay, how else we gonna be when we was born here?
One thing I want my other creatives that are tapping in to really understand is don't let your personal life affect your dreams, because
Okay.
I also have 2 kids. I have 2 little ones, 4 and 1. Okay.
God bless them.
Thank you.
Get that body.
Thank you.
Mom bodies be mom body, and I
Don't get it twisted. I got a little, you know what I'm saying?
That for the loving. Okay.
So I just want us to be inspiration to y'all. Like, kids don't stop nothing. Your life don't stop nothing. As y'all know, I've been asking y'all since I dropped the very first episode is, do you want it? And if you really want it, you're going to get to it, and you have to do the hard work behind it. You can't just manifest and pray and think that something's going to happen. No, hard work matters, and y'all need to tap in for real.
Yeah.
So just for my viewers that don't know what's going on and who you really are, can you please just do like a nice soft background? We know you do music and everything, but what do you want the people to remember you for in Springfield and also on Blunt Talk Podcast?
Okay, SassBoogie. What do I want to be remembered for? That's a tough question because, as a mom, you want to be known for that legacy, making sure your kids are straight. Everybody hating on LeBron, but I would do the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that type of life. And I just, the type of person I am. I'm a real person. I care about everybody. I want to see everybody win. And I'm going to go above and beyond to make sure that I win. And if I can help you, that's what I bring to the table. That's my legacy. You might know about my music or whatever. Definitely need to tap in with that. I'm definitely okay. I'm a real person. So I know I have flaws and things that I need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to be. That's my legacy. Honest, real person. I do music and I don't promote it that great. And I could work on that. You're probably going to see that struggle on the show. It's things like that.
Yeah.
Me being a human, a regular, real chick from Springfield who's trying and who's real and who's serious. And that's just what it's going to be. And I'm not going to stop. I'm on my get rich or die trying. It's okay.
Period. And honestly, from someone that be tapping in, I get that from you.
Yeah, authenticity. I'm just real.
Y'all inspire me. So I was never the type, like, yes, I have this platform, but I was never like, let me put myself out there. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a solo podcaster, and that's it. But something I just been praying a lot more. I've been really deep into myself as a woman.
Yep.
And I said, I manifested. I said, you know what? I may not audition, but I love to interview. And
Look
lo and
at
behold,
that.
Ali hit me up.
Manifestation is really real. You
Okay.
really got to believe it. And
Okay.
I'm living and learning. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I know I'm on the way and I'm proud of myself. We never know when we're going to go. So if I go tomorrow, y'all going to remember me as somebody who didn't stop. And I want to inspire people to not stop. Because I got a big age up here. You know what I'm saying? My birthday in September, big Virgo. So listen, we ain't getting no younger. But one thing about me, I'm young at heart. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about what nobody think, nobody's opinions, and that's what you have to focus on. You got to know your strengths and weaknesses. You got to work on them. You can't let nobody tell you nothing because everybody has strengths and weaknesses. We're all just humans. John Legend said it best. I don't know if he's the original, but we are all just ordinary people and we don't know which way to go. So we just keeping it real.
I love that you say that because a part of my mission, it's not my mission, but it's just like when I get the big paper, because I'm getting that money.
It's on the way.
It's just, we're all just regular people. Celebrities are just us with a
how
big
much
bag.
money you have.
And it's like, why do people put us on that pedestal or put people on that pedestal of them not being realistic? Like,
most of them not even happy. And the only difference with us and them is the amount of money they have and the amount of people that know them. Honestly, at this point and with all the crazy stuff we're seeing, do we really want that fame? Do we really want, like, I just want to be happy and I want to be able to make money off of what I love doing. The fact that I don't have to go and report to a boss, that's one of my biggest accomplishments that I've made thus far. Granted, I'm not where I want to be, but waking up doing what I want to do every morning, that's a win for me. And I don't care who feels any type of way about it.
Listen,
Okay.
The biggest thing that people miss out is you just got to get up and do it.
Listen.
And there can't be no excuses of, oh, it could be better here. How do you know what it could be if you ain't even put it out yet? You don't even know what people want.
Count themselves out before they give themselves a chance.
Period.
It's like how you didn't want it that bad.
No, that's why I say the first question I ask is, do you really want it?
Yeah, and
because
how much?
You can complain all day, but if you're not putting no action behind it, you don't really want it. And stop fucking talking to me immediately.
That's right. Okay.
We got the same 24 hours in the day, baby. What you doing?
Right. Listen, and when you have kids, they might, make things a little harder, but really that's your inspiration. They're looking up to you every day. You are their role model, whether you want to be or not. So what are you showing them?
Yes. Are you showing them to give up?
Not simultaneously.
Yeah. We are
here.
We are here with
We got kids. Like, what you showing them?
We are here.
Honestly, girl, I could go on. Don't get me to talking about my life, but yeah, Miami, Florida. Everybody, oh, you made it out. I came back here with my son, who was born in Miami, because I wanted to come back here with my family. I was doing music out there, and it's probably, you would think it's a better opportunity to do it. I was working with somebody who worked for Slip and Slide, but I didn't feel right. I felt like I needed to come back home and get it out the mud where the mud I'm from. You feel me?
One thing that I'm realizing in my creative journey is as I'm doing my research and doing my studies, we have a lot of people that make it out of Springfield but are not from like that, but don't live here. They're from here, and then they don't say nothing about it.
So many.
Yeah.
A lot of us. So nobody's the first. Nobody's, we're all just trying to make it. Just period. And it's a lot of us who've done it already. So it's proof that just being from Springfield is not going to stop you.
No, not at all. I do want to ask, where could my people find you? Where's your music? What is your favorite song of yours? I know that was a loaded question. That was a lot.
And I have so many unreleased songs. Shame on me, y'all. I'm a music hoarder. I'm sorry. What's my favorite song? So I can't answer what my favorite is because I don't know. I like F and F is a good one. A lot of people like that song. I have those singles out, F and F and Look Like This. They're on all platforms. I had did a Freestyle Friday or a flashback Freestyle Friday series. You find that on YouTube. You find any of my music on YouTube. Again, all platforms, anything that I've released. But I'm working on organizing some projects and getting them out to you because I really, I'm an overthinker, y'all. So
We all are, especially
listen,
when
and
it's
it's
your baby. This
yeah,
is your baby. And we're our
yeah,
worst critics if you think
yeah.
about it, because
So
I'll hold on to an episode real
yeah,
quick, be like, is it really that good? Did I
listen.
edit it okay?
And then you have to just release it and put it out there and let the people speak for, or not, whatever. But just keep moving.
What I'm realizing is people are loving the authenticity of things and they love
Mhm.
to see the
The
progress.
growth.
Yes,
Yeah. So
yes,
that's another thing I'm working on. Like just put it out and then just keep working and elevating.
yes.
So that's where I'm at now. Trying to stop hoarding my music. So I wish I could answer your question a little better,
It's
but
okay.
girl, yeah, Sass Boogie Music. It's Sass. A lot of people separate Sass and Boogie, but it's one word, SassBoogie, on all platforms, on all socials.
Y'all heard it. Y'all better go tap in with your
Please and thank
girl.
you.
Of
And I
course.
swear I'm about to drive. The obstacles be real. So y'all tap into the real creatives to see how I overcome those obstacles and get these projects out. 'Cause it ain't
Yes.
easy, okay?
No, it is not, but you're doing it. And I want to let you know, from one creative to another, you inspire me to be better. You inspire me. Like I said, y'all
appreciate
inspire
it.
me to just come out here and
Listen,
even set up here and
I
chop it
hope
up
to
with
see
y'all.
much more of you, ma'am. Okay, some
With
more
the side eye.
guest starring on the Real Creatives because you're giving Real Creatives vibes. You ain't giving, you clearly are. So yeah.
Period. You heard it here. Maybe I'll be on the big screen. You never know. Listen, Blunt Talk Podcast, don't get too hype. Okay.
Listen,
Settle down.
hey, it's up, okay?
So there is going to be, I think I want to ask you like two more questions.
Okay.
So
Going.
I heard your kids being your motivation, but what was your passion to even get into being a music
I just feel
musician?
like I was born to end up where I am. And at one point I wanted to be the singer, dancer. I'm a 80s baby, born in 85, all the way live. But so I grew up watching like, I feel like I grew up with hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. So watching In Living Color, I was a fly girl in my head. I used to change my clothes and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then I would try to be, imitate SWV and singing into my brush. But I don't know, hip hop just came and just kind of took over. And I've always been a hip hop head. I feel like I was born a rapper. I just had to develop into, who I am. Sass Boogie the Boogie Monster. There's many different layers to me. I might sing a little too.
Yes. We love a queen that does it all. We can't put you in a box.
Never that.
Never.
Pop right out.
No, I definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I don't know. So I have this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a singer. I
Get the vocals up in there.
I used to dance back in the day, like do like the parades and everything like that. So I also am a woman that just does it all, and I want to do it all. But for some reason, this is my baby. Music.
Yeah.
I did the studio thing.
Yeah.
Them niggas be weird. And I said it in the mic so y'all niggas can hear me.
Because I get tired of dealing with people.
So
that's why I said when you was up in here, I was like, okay, this is
listen, it'd be weird. So I give it up. And even that, I was just speaking to my friends. I have a lot of creatives, and I'm like, how do you do music? Because there's so many layers. You have to do 5 jobs in one, and that's what people don't understand.
Listen, you got to be the engineer. Sometimes you the beat maker, arranging the songs, the writer, and the performer.
Think about the track listing too, because when you put out a project, you don't want to put out a project that don't make sense. You want to have it tell an eloquent story, and that's even
all of that
craft within itself. And it's like
the arrangement. So that was another thing I did coming up that, I was really always into music. And at that point, we had the albums where you could flip through and I'm reading the credits. I wanted to know the ins and outs and where they were doing this music. Where is this music being creative? I used to beg being creative. They used to beg my mom to move. Like, can we go to New York? Can we go to Atlanta? But no. And I got out, moved to Miami, been to all them places and came right back here. Because now it's too easy. You know what I mean? You can just.
I was watching the R&B Money podcast. Shout out to Tank and Jay Valentine. They open your eyes to even just.
There's so many podcasts.
Yes, it's R&B Money podcast, and they go through. They want to know the story of the artist, right? And they go through all the trials and tribulations. And listening to that, you never know the ins and outs of being an artist. And even that, I was like, hell no. Especially back in the day when you had to be outside and giving people your mixtape and make sure really marketing. Now it's not like you have the distro kit where you just distribute everything. Like it was
a lot easier, but
it was a lot more field work back in the day, which made the music more appreciated. But now with since it's so easy for the artists, it's a nice development to see people just pushing their work out, and then again the growth with it, because you can make music, but I don't want to hear the same shit I heard 5 years ago. Don't let it be the same quality.
Listen, you better have stepped the metaphors out. No.
Period. Especially with the bars, people be trying to do a little bit of raps here and there, but it don't be making sense. I don't want no ABC.
So I think that's my biggest issue that I'm having with music is like the effort to dumb myself down. So
Never.
like I that's where the overthinking comes in, because it's like I am a Nas fan. I'm from that era where I want to hear something. I want to hear a story. I want it to be intriguing. I want it to make me think. I want to rewind it because I needed to hear that bar. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. So now, if you ain't shaking your ass as a female, that's kind of what they want. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's not necessarily.
But the thing is,
what I'm bringing.
There's always a lane for everybody, right? So although you're not with, you can have that shaking ass music. You could do that. It's a balance. You understand?
I got it all.
I never
but that's
say.
Well, what's your forte? Like, nigga, I'm me. I dance. I cry. I get upset. You know what I'm saying?
What people don't understand is, yes, you may have a certain brand and a certain look, but music is your journal. That's your diary. That is how you express yourself. So why the excuse me, cuz y'all know why, cuz let me stop acting. Okay. Let me stop acting. Why the fuck am I going to put myself in a position to make a certain type of music when that is not me? I'm going to be doing myself a disservice just to get on quicker. When I'm realizing, doing my research and just watching everybody, there's a lane for everybody. So why dumb yourself down? If you can't catch it, this is not for you. The message wasn't for you to begin with. You're not my fan.
So going through different management and things of that nature, because everybody wants to critique me and put me into a box. So that's why my journey has been my journey. That's why I went from being signed to certain people, but I've always done everything on my own at the same time. Just because you're signed to somebody doesn't mean they're really doing what they're supposed to be doing. So you still financially doing. It's like I might as well just be my own everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you wish, this is what I'm finding myself, do you wish you had a team or a bigger team, or just a team that was more reliable than just yourself to push your vision?
I had an unofficial team, and I've always been really grateful. Really, my family is my team. And people kind of come and go, or whatever the case. You outgrow people. And I just feel like it'll come together. You know what I mean? Right now, I can only move how I can move. So, and people be wanting what they want. So if I can't hire the top notch, whatever I might need to be this successful artist, as an independent artist, putting out passionate music that means something to them, that's literally all I can do, and just see where it goes from there. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I'm real go with the flow, because everything else has stressed me out and left me without, as long as I've been rapping, without the products and the, being able to present 1,000 albums. I probably have that much in the vault, but I haven't put it out because I want to go about it the right way. So it's a lot of layers to it, and it's the business aspect and the artist aspect. And when you're working on both, you might get a little, get caught up in the line sometimes.
You ain't saying nothing but a word. I know our paths are different, but even with this, sometimes I catch myself slacking because I'm trying to do research and make sure that I'm doing it the right way. And I get stuck into research, and I'm like, oh shit, I have the episode I got dropped, then I gotta edit the episode, then I gotta find the script. It's like sometimes I wish I had a script, but a team, but sometimes I don't.
And I find that there's no right way to do it.
Yes.
Like you get caught up in doing something the right way, and you get kind of analysis paralysis and don't do anything.
Yes.
And I know I suffer from that. I've talked to a lot of other artists who suffer from it. We're all human. You're going to go through it. We all go through our seasons and our changes. At one point, I'm hitting all these shows and I'm doing this and that. But what I really am focusing on is having something to show. I really am looking for, paid gigs, things of that nature. And I know there's things I got to do for myself to get there. So it's a journey.
I love the self-awareness. I love the self-awareness.
It's a journey. It's a journey. And it's every day, I wasn't born just knowing, it was going to be hard.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a famous singer when I was a little girl. And that was that. And I didn't know how, but now I see.
But you're on your way there. Again, you're doing the work to do it. And when I say I love the self-awareness, because us as creatives, sometimes we can be a little delulu. We could be a little.
Sometimes you need that delusional for success. Like some people, the more delusional, the more successful. But that's another story for another time.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes if you're too delusional, it sort of kind of puts a little blinder on you that when reality smacks you, it's a lot to digest.
Absolutely.
So I love the self-awareness, because it's very hard to be creative in this space, in this city, and also have your personal life to maintain, but you're still overcoming everything. So I always say here, I celebrate the small wins. I celebrate all the wins. There's no small win. And I just feel like you being on this, this platform, the Real Creative of Springfield is an amazing win. And I honestly am so happy that I tuned in and I was able to watch you through the screen because I was like, yes, like I'm just rooting for everybody. I'm rooting for y'all and I see it. And I love y'all. As a fan, I love y'all.
We appreciate it.
Y'all my
really do. Okay, absolutely. Seriously, us creatives got to stick together. Some of us don't realize that. And, I like to promote unity. I know everybody's not always going to get along, but it's really strength in numbers at the end of the day. And Springfield, to be such a small city, is so divided. And it prevents us from the potential that we could have. Like, so many talented people in different areas that could collaborate with each other and knock other states, cities out the park, or not, or just be up there. You know what I'm saying? Right up there with them. But we working on it. We're figuring it out, I think.
Listen, before I go, I am gonna ask this question. I heard you got some stuff in the vault that you working on and stuff like that. When could we, as fans of you, expect something new? When
Please, y'all pray for me. For one. Only good prayers, good energy, only good vibes.
Period.
But yes, y'all. My YouTube, I got a bunch of stuff on there. SassBoogie on all platforms, and I'm creating. I gotta put my hands around a couple people's necks to get my visuals going like I need to go.
We gonna start jumping people. I can come. Let's start jumping. Let's go jumping real quick.
Collaboration. I was here.
We're not girls.
Okay, but listen, we getting there, and it's a lot of stuff I do on my own. Anything that I have actually out, I've done on my own, which is the crazy part. So that's very telling. Right? Yes. So I'm not stopping y'all. So y'all just stay tuned to the Real Creatives. Y'all gonna see the journey, the struggle, and then y'all gonna see me overcome and hit y'all in the head with everything I've been holding back. Okay? Because I'm not stopping. It's out there. The music is there, and I'm putting it out slowly but surely.
Period. Okay? Y'all heard SassBoogie. Go on and tap into all her music. Everything creative related can be found on YouTube. Go catch her. SassBoogie. Period. And that's on YouTube. And also, I don't know why I gotta keep repeating myself to y'all hard-headed. Y'all remind me of my kids. Go tap into the Real Creatives of Springfield. It can be found on YouTube. I believe there's the first 2 episodes out. Yes. And they are good, honey. You gotta go clock that tape.
Yes.
Period.
YouTube.
Period.
Yes.
Gang. Gang time.
Okay, Big Springfield.
Period. Blunt Talk Podcast. Randy and SassBoogie. We out.
Okay.